Hotel Uniform K9HU.
Roger, Roger, HU, and whereabouts are you located, and what's the name there?
Roger, Roger, HU, and whereabouts are you located, and what's the name there?
The handle is Alex, Alpha Lima Echo X-Ray, and the QTH is near Indianapolis.
And what was the name again?
And what was the name again?
It's Alex, Alpha Lima Echo X-Ray, Alex, and I'm using my son went away to college, and I'm using his gaming headset mic, and I have no idea how it's set up. I just took a stab in the dark at it with the EQ.
Roger, it's a headset mic, Roger, Roger?
Roger, it's a headset mic, Roger, Roger?
Yes, it's this cheap gaming headset mic that he left behind, and I pressed it in the service because I left my regular microphone away and haven't gotten it back.
Oh, now listen, you don't ever want to lend your mic out. Never do that, Roger.
Never want to lend your mic out. Never do that, Roger.
Roger, it was under circumstances, so I figured, well, I'll give this gaming thing a shot, and I EQ'd the daylights out of the low end and boosted the high end and hope for the best.
Roger, Roger. Now, you must have been coerced. You must have had a gun in your back, Roger.
Coerced. You must have had a gun in your back, Roger.
Just about. What is your QTH there? Are you, I'm just curious if you're in 9 in Indy or 9 in Illinois.
We're down just across the street from Louisville, Kentucky. We're just across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky over in Indiana, Roger.
We're just across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky over in Indiana, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Well, I have the beam pointed the wrong way, but you still come in here great. 5-9.
Roger, Roger. And what radio are you running today, Alex?
Roger, Roger. And what radio are you running today, Alex?
It is an ICOM 7610.
Roger, Roger. Alex, well, if you'd be interested in a setup, that's what we do here. It would start with you making sure you're in that wide transmit band width, 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger.
Width, 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, I've heard you talking about that, and I thought this is a great opportunity to see what this thing sounds like.
Yeah, well, you know, it's right now it's got not a lot of bottom end. It's pretty shallow on the bottom side, but if you know, I thought do you think you're going to be using that mic very much? We could EQ it up a little bit better, Roger.
That mic very much. We could EQ it up a little bit better, Roger.
But yes, I'd appreciate it.
All right, so let's see here. What you want to do then is let's start with getting that band pass in order. And I'm not real sure about, I have notes for the 7300, which in some ways duplicates the 7610, but looking for, I think, settings, and sideband, transmit, and that should take you close to your TBW settings, and that would be 100 to 2900, Roger.
TBW settings, and that would be 100 to 2900, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Right now I've got the bass set at -2, and the treble is set at +5, and the cut is at, the low cut is 500 hertz, and the high is 2500 hertz.
Okay, so what you want to do is get that high. Oh, that's your EQ curve. You don't know about your transmit bandwidth, though. It should be in that area, Roger. Should TBW, Roger.
Transmit bandwidth, though. It should be in that area, Roger. Should TBW, Roger.
Roger.
Should be right before you get to sideband transmitter, right in that area. And we're looking for it to be 100 to 2900. That will give you the ability of working that transmitter in the best possible way. Roger, its highest resolution would be in that mode, Roger.
Highest resolution would be in that mode, Roger?
Roger. I just changed it. The low cut is 100 hertz, and the high is 2900, as you had mentioned.
Yes, sir. Excellent, excellent. Now, let's go to your actual EQ. And what is your actual EQ, treble and bass?
EQ, and what is your actual EQ, treble and bass?
The bass is -2, and the treble is +5.
Roger. That's pretty good there. And what kind of mic is that you're running?
That's pretty good there. And what kind of mic is that you're running?
It's a gaming mic. It probably cost all of $20, right? My son went to college.
Roger. I think that's probably the best we're going to do on EQ. It doesn't have a lot of top, but then so we need to restrict the bottom just a little bit. So, but it sounds better since you opened it up in that TBW, Roger.
Sounds better since you opened it up in that TBW, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Okay, sounds great. You said, but originally you said it still sounded a little too high end and not a low end. A lot of low end. I could boost the low end slightly.
I don't know. The thing is, it doesn't have a really top end treble EQ. I know you're maxed out on your treble EQ, and that mic just doesn't have a lot of S range syllabic S's, and so you can't really get there. So it's better to have just a little shallower bottom end, so you don't get out of balance a bunch. If you had a bunch of bottom end without the ability to have a more top end, then you start to sound like Mr. Bassman, Roger. So I think where you are is just ideal under the circumstances.
Roger. So I think where you are is just ideal under the circumstances.
Okay, well, I appreciate you. I've used Neumann to, you name it, Shure's, and I noticed that I went to a computer store, and they've got a Shure SM5B broadcast mic that's actually been hacked into using the gamer, I guess, and you can use that. I'm just curious what that's going to sound like. I might go buy it. But I appreciate the help, and did you say that you actually play this back on online?
Yes, sir. We get it uploaded we're recording now and get it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. And I just got over to my local receiver, and you do sound a little heavy on the bottom side. I'm using a 7300, and you do sound a little heavy in the bottom side. So I would roll off 2 clicks. Bass off 2 clicks on the bottom end. 2 clicks off on the bottom end from where you are, Roger.
Clicks off on the bottom end from where you are, Roger.
It might sound a little bit better. A little bit better.
As a matter of fact, that I have 6 SDRs, and come back one more time and tell me about your antenna system. Let me listen to you.
The antenna is a 3-element beam, and right now I'm running the 7610 barefoot.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm almost 7300 now, and you sound just great. I have a chevron on the right side of my screen, and you'll be able to tell where I'm listening from. I have a rotary selector dial for the inputs, and I've got 5 SDRs with different SDR inputs, and then my local 7300, so that will light up at the various places that I am, so you'll be able to track it by that way. Roger?
Roger. I went ahead and lost a couple of dB on the low end. Does that help at all, or should I put it back?
I think I'd put it back. I think you're really close where you were there. I mean, as far as balance, Roger?
Roger. I'll dial it back in here in a second. Okay, it's back.
Okay, tell me about your 7610 there, and what you like about it.
I don't know. I also have an IC 756 Pro, but this has a lot a lot of controls on the front panel that normally, are available through some software thing that you have to run for, and I like it having it all right here, visible, ready to touch.
Yes, are you fairly familiar with that radio?
Not really. I just started using it about a week or two ago, and I had my first CW contact about an hour ago. In about 5 years, I used to run only CW, and so I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Roger. Well, you know where your compressor is. We want 3 on that compressor. Just a 3, not, 3 does real fine. If you go any higher, it starts to pump and you start to hear things on the air that you don't necessarily want to hear. So a 3 on that compressor, Roger?
Roger. I've got, when I bring up my compressor, I have a level setting. And right now it's at 9 o'clock. I just have a pointer. Should I just move it around to 3?
Oh, it just has like a clock. It doesn't have a 0 to 100 or 0 to 10. It just has a like 9 o'clock or noontime thing.
Right. It says level, and it's a black knob with a white pointer, and I just have to reference, about where a clock would be. And right now it's pointed at 9. I can take it up.
No, 9's fine. Let's go to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is showing 2/3. Roger. That's adjust your mic gain as you say the word audio to 2/3 on your ALC meter.
Okay. Testing. Hello, testing. It's right about there.
Alrighty, and give me a little bit more so we get a good recording here. Tell me again about your antenna system.
7610 is the rig, and the antenna system is a 3-element 40-meter beam at 160 feet. And let's see, what else? Like I said, my weak point is this silly computer gaming headset mic that I'm using.
Yeah, Roger. Now, I would take that headset boom mic and put it out in front of my, just as far as it'll go, and then at the last minute make a 90. But to try to extend that boom mic out and get it away from your mouth as far as you can go, and then make a 90-degree, Roger?
Roger, I just did that. It's out 90, and then right where the microphone itself is, swings back in front of my mic, or my mouth.
Yes, sir. I think that's best. And then you might want to recalibrate your ALC with a new position on that boom.
Okay, that's a great idea. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the handle there.
Right, name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, call us KC9VKV, and this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And again, if you would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,700 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Great, Jim. So what's the word after KC9?
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. And I'll repeat, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
And was there another word that I need when I actually go to YouTube to your call sign?
Yes, sir. Logbook. Logbook, just like what you fill out things that you do. A logbook, Roger?
Roger. Logbook, 2 separate words. Got it.
Well, you can put them together, or well, I'm not sure if it makes any difference. I usually just put it together, as one word.
Okay, and that's on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, great. I appreciate you spending some time with me and to get this sounding a little bit better.
Yes, sir. I think it sounds really nice now. I don't think you would really need another mic. It really sounds good, Roger.
Roger. And this is such a colorful mic.
But what I would do is I would leave my ALC out, over a period of a couple of weeks at least. And because you got to have something to do as you talk along, and just watch that ALC and try to keep it in the sweet spot, which is 2/3 as best you can. You might have to kind of tweak your mic level control to keep it right at that 2/3 area. And over a period of time, as you watch that meter as you talk, pretty soon you'll develop a relationship with it and be able to keep it right on the sweet spot. Roger?
Roger. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Well, let me say 73, Alex. Pleasure. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.